computer. And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Who Wants to Be Millionaire Animation Edition, episode 4 of season 6. And we have with us this time, he's a very friendly, familiar face to the channel. He's been on the show many times before, and he's been an expert for one season. Well, please welcome Mr. Eli Sanza. How are you?
Hey, Mark. How are you?
I'm all right. Thanks for coming back on again this season.
Yeah, I've been watching this season, so I'm eager to prove my mettle.
Nice. And again, I just pointed out before, but I want to point out to you again, it's a good thing you're wearing the mask outside. That's pretty good, yeah. Pretty responsible.
Yeah, I'm used to it now. I have it with me everywhere I go now.
Nice. And for people who aren't familiar with you or didn't watch any episodes with you before, can you introduce yourself and what your relation with animation is?
Yeah. I am. I call myself like a film historian because I have a lot of knowledge about all kinds of sections of film history, but my favorite is animation, and so I have the most knowledge in that area. And you can see me go into history and talk about animation on my Twitter and on my blog, and I'll tell you how to follow me in those places later. But yeah, I'm mostly active on Twitter. That's where I am. That's where I go to geek out about all things animation, film, everything.
Nice. Yeah, and we'll put links to that afterwards as well down below. And for those of you who are new to this game show, this is a 12-question multiple-choice game show about anything remotely related to the field of animation. As long as Eli keeps getting questions right, he goes high up the ladder. Once he gets one wrong, that's the end of the game. He leaves with the last number of points from the last safe haven. He has 3 lifelines to help him, 50-50. Gets rid of 2 wrong answers. A phone a friend if he chooses. He can call someone for help. Or an Ask the Expert. This season, the expert is Andrew Garrison, a film blogger and movie and animation fan who's won the game show last season. So I've asked him all these questions previously, and Eli can see how he answered and decide if he wants to use him or not. Eli, are you ready to play Millionaire?
I am. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm going to share my screen again. Can you see the Millionaire screen?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. So Who Wants to Be Millionaire Animation Edition, and this is your ladder of points. Remember, the yellow ones are your benchmark. Once you get to those, you can't lose it no matter what. And this is our expert, Andrew Garrison. Eli read this already before. It's about his pros and cons of what he's good at and not good at so much in terms of animation. And you can check out his blog at The Movie Guy and Friends, Enter the Movie Guy 714.wordpress.com. Eli, let's start. 500 points. What is the title of the animated Disney canon film featuring 3 cows who try to save their farm from being foreclosed? Is A, Home on the Domain, B, Home on the Function, C, Home on the Graph, or D, Home on the Range?
All right. I would be a lousy Disney fan if I didn't know the answer to this. I'm going to say D, Home on the Range. Final answer.
Nothing's final, so you say final answer. And as no one has any doubt, your answer is correct. Congratulations. This has a reputation for being the worst of the canon, but it's not my least favorite. I do like it somewhat better than some others.
It's not my least favorite either. It's got a lot of entertaining moments in it. It's just the problem comes when you compare it to like the best Disney film. Then it suffers.
Exactly. Or it's like, oh, this is an Alan Menken film, and then you compare it to other Alan Menken films. So
this is so bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't put this on his resume. All right, Eli, you're doing fine. The next one's 1,000 points. I have to remind you, if you get it wrong, you'll leave with nothing. I don't think it'll happen, but just have to remind you. 1,000 points.
Yes, thank you.
What legendary creature features in the animated 2019 DreamWorks animation film Abominable? A, a werewolf, B, a vampire, C, a yeti, or D, a griffin?
All right, I am pretty sure that the answer to this one is C, Yeti, final answer.
Well, you said that with such confidence, and your answer is wrong. Okay, no, it's correct. Good.
Oh my god.
I think I mentioned this earlier in the season 2, but of all like the animated Yeti type movies, this was my favorite of them. Like I like it more than Smallfoot and Missing Link.
Yeah. I still need to see this one. I have this one on DVD.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm gonna watch it soon. But I'm looking forward to it because I heard that this one was pretty good.
It's definitely better than what you expect it to be. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good because I would not expect it to be good at all because DreamWorks movies are not my favorite.
Yeah. I can agree with you there, but for a DreamWorks movie, this one was actually better than I thought it was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. It's bound to be better than Smallfoot because Smallfoot I wasn't a huge fan of, and so I imagine I'll like it more.
Be looking forward to hearing what you think afterwards. All right, Eli. 2,000 points. Let's go. What is the title of the animated Disney canon film featuring a linguist who goes on a team expedition to find a mythical place? Is it A, El Dorado, the Lost Empire? B, Atlantis, the Lost Empire? C, Shangri-La, the Lost Empire? Or D, Lemuria, the Lost Empire?
The answer is B, Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Final answer.
You're on a roll, Eli. Like, you're not even thinking. Yeah, and your answer is correct. This is another film that I guess a lot of people consider underrated. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I would say it's underrated. I really like it. I again, if you compare it to other Disney animated films, it kind of suffers, but if you just take it for what it is, it's a very entertaining and I would say underrated film. I do like it.
I like it, but I wouldn't call it underrated. I think it's about as good as the consensus gives it. I think that's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah.
Okay, so you're not a huge fan or anything.
Correct. Yeah.
Exactly.
And now, if I heard correctly, I think there's talks about a live action remake of this.
I heard. Yeah, it's kind of surprising because they usually only make live action remakes out of the more successful film, but this one was kind of surprising for that reason. But I am fine with it because if they're gonna remake a movie, I would say let's remake the ones that weren't successful.
Yeah, so I'm definitely interested to see what they're going to come up with for this. So we'll see what year that comes out. All right, Eli, 5,000 points. Which of the following classic Looney Tunes characters speaks with a southern accent and often interjects the phrase, "I say"? Is it Henry Hawk, Sylvester the Cat, Marvin the Martian, or Foghorn Leghorn?
In addition to being a Disney nerd, I am also very familiar with Looney Tunes. And so I am going to say the answer to this is the Foghorn Leghorn. And that is my final answer.
And I don't have to tell you that you are correct. And funny, interesting enough, you're actually doing a series on the one about the Looney Tunes animators on your blog at the moment, correct?
I am. Yes. The guy who created Foghorn Leghorn is Robert McKimson, and I just profiled him in my last blog.
I'm not sure if I read that one yet, but I'll have to check it. I think Frank Tashlin was the last one of yours I read.
Yeah. That was the one right before I wrote this. So you're still on track.
Nice. I'll have to look it up, but he's definitely the tallest of the Looney Tunes characters, and he's just a fun character.
I love him. He's hilarious. He's one of my favorite Looney Tunes characters.
I especially love him in like the new Looney Tunes cartoons where like they put him in, like I was watching one where he's like lecturing to like a environmentalist and just talking about how bad the guy's life is, and he could be so much more environmentally aware. It was just funny with putting him in that context.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're using him in the new cartoon because it's, as I said, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love him as well. Well, Eli, you're doing fine. No lifelines yet, but let's keep going. 10,000. In the animated 1967 Disney canon film, The Jungle Book, what type of animals are Rama and Akela? Are they vultures, elephants, monkeys, or wolves?
This is one of my favorite movies, and I have watched this a ton of times when I was a kid. So I practically have memorized the dialogue for this movie. So I am pretty sure that the answer to this is the wolves, and that is my final answer.
Wow, yeah, you're not using those lifelines at all, which is a good sign. Your answer is correct. Yeah, they're the wolves at the beginning of the movie. Rama, he is the father, correct? He's the adoptive father of Mowgli, and Akela is like the chief.
Yeah, I think so. That's correct. Yeah, I'm not sure. But
and
yeah, I think that's it.
I know a lot of people they're not so fond of this movie, but I'm like you. I love this movie a lot. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, and it's definitely.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how they can say that because this is like one of my top favorites.
Some people like the Disney remake better than this, and I don't agree with them at all.
The live action remake was good. I liked that, but it didn't compare to this. I'm sorry.
I would say I like the live action Disney remake better than the Warner Brothers the Netflix movie with the Andy Serkis did.
Oh yeah. I didn't watch that one. You watched it, and you weren't a fan of it, right?
Not at all.
Okay. Good. I didn't miss anything there.
It was my most anticipated movie. I wanted it to be good, but then it was like the biggest disappointment ever. So.
That's disappointing. There's so much potential for that to be like a realistic, more true to the Rudyard Kipling book version of the movie. That's what I was hoping it would be.
In some ways it is, but it just, I don't know, it just doesn't work. Maybe, I don't know if I'm blaming Andy Serkis or the script, but it just didn't come together good for me. But
yeah.
That's just me.
Oh well.
Oh well, indeed. Eli, 2 away from the next benchmark. You haven't used any lifelines, which is great. 20,000. Which 2 comedians voiced Devon and Cornwall, the two-headed dragon, in the animated 1998 Warner Animation film Quest for Camelot? Say A. Rowan Atkinson and Tim Conway. B. Hugh Laurie and Jonathan Winters. C. John Cleese and Rodney Dangerfield. Or D. Eric Idle and Don Rickles.
Okay, I'm finally at something that I am not sure of. Okay.
You finally stumped you.
Yes, you got me now. Okay, let me think.
Take your time. You have lifelines.
Yeah.
Are you leaning towards anything?
I'm leaning towards D, Eric Idle and Don Rickles.
All right, take your time, because as soon as you say final answer, I have to take that answer.
Yeah. I definitely think I'm going to use a lifeline here because I am not sure. Can you remind me what my lifelines are?
You could do a 50-50, or you could do an Ask the Expert. Or a phone a friend if you have a friend on hold, on hand.
Okay, right. Usually
people don't, so it's 2 Ask the Expert instead.
Yeah, that's good, because I don't. Good. Okay. I'm going to ask the expert on this one.
We can go to Andrew? Okay.
Yes, let's see what Andrew said.
Eli's using his first lifeline. He wasn't so sure, but he's leaning towards D. But we're going to ask Andrew. Let's see what he said. Andrew said, Ouch, this one's a tough one for me as I've not seen the movie in 20 years. I will say I'm 80% sure that it's D, Eric Idle and Don Rickles. So he also was leaning towards D as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking. I think it's, if we're both leaning towards that one, but are both not sure, I have a feeling that, it would be kind of weird if it wasn't, if we were both thinking it, if it wasn't D.
Yeah.
So if I get this wrong, I go down to back to 1,000, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a risk, and I'm going to say it's D, Eric Idle, and Don Rickles. Final answer.
Whew. All right, we have our first tense moment of the game. Eli didn't know this, leaning towards D. Andrew was leaning towards D, and he went with D. Eli, if you get it right, you keep going. You get it wrong, you lose and leave with 1,000. Eli, your answer is correct.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you seen Quest for Camelot?
I did. I saw that movie once, and Eric Idle and Don Rickles. Yeah, the reason why I was leaning towards him, wasn't sure, was because there was something familiar when I heard the name Don Rickles that made me think. Oh yeah, that I think I remember associating Don Rickles' name with that dragon before, and when I was a kid, which is a while ago. But I wasn't sure. But it was Don Rickles is what made me lean towards that.
Nice. Yeah, I've only seen this film once as well, and I'm not really super fond of it, but I'm a big Don Rickles fan, so I love him as one half of the dragon.
Yeah. You know what? I saw that movie, and I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying.
Yeah.
It was before I watched it, a lot of people were saying it was terrible, and when I watched it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't terrible.
It was okay.
It was some good things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was pretty lackluster, but yeah, that was about it.
All right, Eli. Your next one's a 32,000. If you get that right, you will have that no matter what. And if you get it right, you will get that fourth lifeline to switch the question. But if you get it wrong, you go down to 1,000. So just let me. Here we go. 32,000. How many years of reigning is the Mouse Queen celebrating in the animated 1986 Disney canon film The Great Mouse Detective? Say A, 25, B, 40, C, 60, or D, 75?
Okay, I am 0% sure what the answer to this is.
Okay.
Let's see.
You have that other expert as well as a 50-50.
Yeah. I'm not going to use 50-50 because that's not going to help. So let me think. Yeah. I feel like I have to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to use my expert because I don't know. I don't know who is possibly gonna know this unless they've watched Great Mouse Detective recently. But I'm gonna take a chance and see if Andrew could possibly help me here.
All right, you can use your last expert lifeline, and we're gonna see what Andrew said. He said, once again, send me into the archives for this one. I love it. I'm gonna say C, 60 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he seems pretty confident in C60.
I am glad I used that lifeline. Okay. I'm going to trust him. Thank God he knew that. I was like, is he going to know this? Oh, my God. Okay. But he did. Pretty sure I'm going to trust him. So I'm going to say C60. Final answer.
All right. You didn't know this one again. You went with Andrew. He was leaning towards C60. Is it right, Eli? Your answer is
Oh, God.
Congratulations. You have 32,000 no matter what, so you could sigh a sigh of relief. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God.
in the film, she celebrates her diamond jubilee, which is the 60th anniversary, and Ratigan also sends her. He sends her like a, the queen robot thing in the box with a card, and the card mentions her be the 60th year reign coming to an end. So it was 60.
Right. Okay. Oh my God. Thank you, Andrew, for helping me with that. You are the best.
So the good thing is you have 32,000. You have that switch the question. So you have the 50-50 left, and now you have the switch the question. And
All right. Cool.
let's keep going. 64,000. Where's my? Oh, there it is. 64,000. Which British actress voices the mayor of Whoville in the animated 2018 Illumination Entertainment film The Grinch? A. Julie Andrews, B. Angela Lansbury, C. Maggie Smith, or D. Diana Rigg? Did you see this one?
Which British actor? I haven't seen this one. Haven't seen this one yet. Yeah, I've been meaning to. If I had, I probably would have known this. So that's oh darn. But
Oh, take your time. You have the 50-50 and you have to switch the question.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like to take risks when I have lifelines that can help me. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to use lifeline here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I don't feel confident in any of these answers. So what I'm gonna do is switch the question.
You're gonna switch the question. Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna switch the question for a total different one worth the same amount of points. But just for fun, what would you say the answer is if you had to take a guess?
If I had to take a guess, I would guess Angela Lansbury if I were gonna guess.
If you told me Angela Lansbury, final answer, your answer would have been correct.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. Well, it's fine. I went with the person that seemed most likely would agree to be in an animated movie, and he's done several, so that makes it. But it's okay.
It's very surprising because like she's so old now, and they actually got her back to. It's a small character, but I mean, it's still the fact they got her back was interesting.
I still feel good that I got that right, though.
All right, so it doesn't count. We switched it for another one, and here's the other question. Okay. Which of the following is not one of the names of the Gummi Bears in the animated Disney series Adventures of the Gummi Bears from 1985 to 1991? So A. Zummy, B. Wimmy, C. Grammy, or D. Cubby? Is this a better question or a worse one?
This is a better question. I'm so glad.
Awesome.
I am so glad I switched because this, I'm actually pretty sure. I'm way more sure than I was the last question.
Again, which is not one of the names.
Which is not one of the names.
Yeah.
The one I'm going to say is not one of the names is Wimmy. C. Wimmy, final answer.
You say this with a lot of confidence. Was this a show you watched a lot growing up?
Oh, yes, it was.
Okay, well, let's see if your memory serves you right. Your answer is correct. Congratulations.
Awesome.
I never actually watched the show, but it seems interesting, and it's on Disney Plus now, so I might check it out.
Yeah, I would give it a chance. It's personally it doesn't hold up for me because I enjoyed it more as a kid, but I still say you give it a watch, see what you think of it.
Yeah, it looks fun, and the theme song's amazing, and it seems to have a lot of good voice cast from like Paul Winchell and Lorenzo Music. So pretty good.
Oh yeah, June Foray, good people. And I'm glad you mentioned the theme song because I love the theme song. If you're gonna watch that show, watch it for the theme song.
Dashing and daring, courageous, and yeah, okay. Let's not make this into a musical.
Yeah, no, if you start singing it, it's gonna get stuck in my head.
Exactly. Okay, Eli, I'm actually very surprised that worked out. That it worked out good, so I'm very happy as well. So let's go
Oh yeah.
125, and you still have the 50-50. Don't forget.
Right.
The animated 2011 DreamWorks animation short Thriller Night features characters from which DreamWorks animation film? So A. Megamind, B. Monsters vs. Aliens, C. Kung Fu Panda, or D. Shrek.
Okay. The animated 2011 DreamWorks animation short Thriller. I don't believe I've watched this. So let me think. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not Kung Fu Panda. I doubt it's Megamind because I don't think that movie was popular enough to like for them to warrant additional short genre. So I'm leaning towards either Monsters versus Aliens or Shrek.
You have the 50-50 as well if you want to use that.
I feel like this is a good time to use 50-50 because there are two I'm leaning towards. So yeah, this seems like a good time to use it. I'm gonna use 50-50 right now.
All right, this is your last lifeline of the game, but it's come in handy. Let's get rid of 2 wrong answers for you, and we got Monsters vs. Aliens and Shrek.
Gosh darn it.
I swear that was totally random.
I believe you, but
Okay, so let me just tell you, if you get this one wrong, you leave with 32,000. You could always walk away with 64,000. And remember, the top 5 come back for a second round, or you could take a guess and see if you get it right.
okay. I'm going to take a guess here. I'm gonna risk
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking it's not Monsters vs. Aliens because I'm pretty sure that I would. That movie got like so few specials or shorts. I feel like I would have remembered that if it got one. Whereas Shrek has a million spin-offs, and I feel like if I missed one of those, it wouldn't be as surprising. So that's why I'm going to guess that it is Shrek, and I'm going to say that's my final answer.
Ooh, you're playing it risky here. Really, you went with Shrek. Is this the end of the game for you, Eli? Your answer is correct.
Ah,
Oh my goodness!
God.
Wow, you had me biting my nails there. Yeah, so it was like a parody of Michael Jackson's Thriller, but with like Shrek characters.
Yeah. Parodying Michael Jackson totally seems like the kind of thing Shrek would do. So that's kind of why I lean towards
All right. Okay, you're doing wonderful. You have no lifelines, but you're only 3 away from the million. Let's keep going. 250. Which Studio Ghibli film features the voice talents of Jim Belushi and Molly Shannon in its English dub? It's A. Pompoko, B. My Neighbors the Yamadas, C. Only Yesterday, or D. The Cat Returns.
Okay.
Do you like this question?
English, English voice actors for Studio Ghibli dubs are my weak points. I'm
Okay.
not sure. I'm not usually very good with these. Yeah, and I'm thinking of all these movies. I've watched all of these, and I've watched all of them in English. But I seriously, nothing, when I hear Jim Belushi and Molly Shannon's name, nothing is popping up into my mind because I'm totally blanking there. So this would be a total.
You're walking away, you can take a gamble.
if I took a gamble, it would be a total guess, and it would be total luck, and there's a like 1 in 4 chance, and that seems too risky for me. So I feel comfortable in deciding to walk, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. I'm out of here.
All right, Eli, congratulations. You played amazingly. You have 125,000 points, which is right now, that's a very good number to have to come back if we have a round 2. And if you want to take a guess, what do you think the answer would be?
Okay, let me see. What would I have guessed? I'm gonna say I would have said I'm going to say only yesterday is what I would have said.
You had told me only yesterday, final answer, you wouldn't have 125,000 now. You have 32,000. So it's a good thing you did.
Okay, good.
It was
Good. Okay.
It was my Neighbors the Yamadas, actually.
Oh, my Neighbors the Yamadas. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I don't remember the voice actors, any of the voice actors in that movie. So yeah.
Well, Eli, you played amazingly, and I had a very fun time hosting this episode. And how can people find you online?
Okay, if you want to find me online, I'm mostly on Twitter. My handle is @eJunkie2014, and I am also the creator of a blog called ejunkieblogs.com, and that is where I talk about the history of films and TV shows and video games and all kinds of entertainment. But Twitter is where I just like to geek out with my friends and hang out. So you can find me in either of those places. And I'll send you the links on either to my other. So
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'll put the links below as well. And for all you people watching, this has been episode 4. They've been very, very good and strong episodes, but we still have 6 more contestants to go. Maybe one of them will get to the million, or maybe we'll have a round 2. Until then, stay tuned. Take care. Bye.
Bye.